Well, the day has come. We'll be leaving for Richmond today. Getting up this morning, I'm going to go in and have coffee with Dad. Of course, I'm not getting a real early start. You can see a school bus there in front of me. But I've also got a 16-hour drive ahead of me today, so I wasn't real enthused about getting up super early because I'll have to do most of the driving. I believe Mike's going to go with us. It'll be me, Mike, Shanae, and possibly mystery guest. So it should be a fun trip. Probably be all the old Toyota at once. Pulling that double axle U-Haul. It took us till, man, upwards about 9 o'clock last night to get everything loaded up. We've and you know, we're still pretty new to these shows. This is only our second show with Logger Threads, so we're bringing almost our whole inventory, which is probably more than we really need to bring, but we don't know. You know, the first show we did here 2 months ago was a little bitty show, and then the weather was bad, but I've talked to people since then about kind of what to expect with things, and they just say come prepared, and I'd rather come prepared as not. So we'll be taking off, be leaving Stockton about noon today, so long way to go. Got to meet up with everybody in Springfield, and then away we'll go. And I'm leaving early, but we've got to be, Shanae handles all this stuff. Shanae handles all the details and all this stuff with Logger Threads and Timber Tracker. But we've got to be set up at the show, I think by 4 p.m. tomorrow, be completely set up. And then tomorrow night, there's kind of like a little event for all the vendors. I believe that's what she said. So we want to get out there and get set up, then we're going to want to take a nap. And I'm glad Mike decided to go, because at least then me and Mike can take turns driving if need be. Yeah, I know, letting Mike behind the wheel is dangerous. Well, let's go in here, have a little coffee, maybe eat a little something, get the day started, get my education from these old fogies. Usually come in here for second shift on days like today about 9 to get my good education. Talk a lot about hay crops and farming, which you can see me and Brandon been kind of getting into that a little bit, so I like to learn. And away we go. We're embarking for Virginia. 16 hours and 1,039 miles. Mike's with me on the trip. Can't go across the country without Mike. This has got to be the hardest part right here. Hey. I know, I wish you could go. I do. I wish I could take you with me. Yeah. I'll be back. Dad taking care of tips? Ready to go? Tips? This has got to be like what it's like having kids and leaving kids, I'm assuming. Except I think my dog's a lot better than kids. Right, Tips. Up. Sit. Shake hands. Tipsy. Lazy thing. I'll see you when I get back, okay? I'll see you when I get back. My mom's coming up here to watch over Tips while I'm gone for a few days, so Tips will be in good hands. Belly rub before I go. There you go. So, that's Tipsy's friend there, Scruffy, under the truck. So, me and Mike, we're on it. We got the 4Runner loaded down. All the Logger Thread stuff in there. We're going to go pick up Shanae right now and get down the road. Got a lot of driving to do. A lot of driving. St. Louis, fighting traffic. We had to get here at rush hour. Of course, you know we would our luck. We took 270 to bypass the heart of Kansas City, or excuse me, Kansas City. Yeah, tells you how much I come east. Past the heart of St. Louis, we took the 270 bypass thing here, whatever. I don't know that I've ever been on 270 before. Maybe I have, but I don't think I have. We're getting ready to cross the Mississippi right now. Be over here at Cahokia, Illinois, which is a place I've always wanted to check out, just because my love of history and love of Indian artifacts, and you know, growing up collecting Indian artifacts. And that's something me and Michael both did growing up. Right, Mike? Right, Mike?
That's not Mike.
That's Shanae. Shanae is sleeping. There we go, the old Mississippi. All the boats. Suck it in, Mike.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Oh, miss.
The old man. Deep river. Yeah, that's. How do those barges just stay sitting there?
They ain't. They're moving.
Oh, are they moving?
Yeah.
Very soon.
So we've still got about 12 and a half hours to go. We're clipping along pretty good. Of course, pulling this, I'm real, like you guys know that watch my channel, I'm real crazy about numbers and figures. So I've been checking mileage, which these 4Runners and most Toyotas are real good about telling you miles till empty and some other parameters. But I checked the mileage like clockwork on what kind of mileage we're getting. Of course, pulling this double axle U-Haul, you can imagine the mileage isn't very good. And of course, going through from Springfield up to St. Louis, it's very hilly going through that part of Missouri. So you're constantly shifting gears. Of course, this is an automatic, but it's shifted nonetheless. So yeah, the mileage, we got about 11.4, so not real good through there, but I think we can get on this kind of flatter ground where we're not shifting so much, kind of get a good average speed instead of just up and down so much. I think we can probably get that up to maybe 12 and a half or 13, which isn't great, but pulling this trailer, I'll be happy with it. We'll make do. So yeah, a lot of driving left to do. A lot of sights yet to see. These little road trips are always fun. They're always an adventure. We'll get off here and we'll film some more in a bit. Still driving. We just got into Indiana, so we still got quite a ways to go. We got about 10 and a half hours to go. So a lot of driving yet. 685 miles, I think, from the says to Richmond. We're gonna stop up here before long. We're probably gonna get something to eat for dinner. It's about 7:30, so it's getting a little later. I thought I'd go ahead and post a video today. Now, I started to make a video Monday. I spent all day Monday looking at timber. I bought 2 more jobs of walnut timber Monday, fairly close to home, which is always nice. But they're gonna try to Dad, our mechanic, we're trying to get the skidder running while I'm gone. I won't be back till fairly early Sunday morning. I'll be back in Missouri. So we're going out here. It's gonna, first time in West Virginia, first time in Virginia, never been out here, so I'm excited for that. Michael has never been to Virginia. Mike? Yeah, no, never been to Virginia. Never been. Shanae, you ever been to Virginia? Never been to Virginia? Shanae's been. Yeah, you're on YouTube. But yeah, so we've still got some driving to go yet. Oh, Shanae. We're going to give Shanae a written release form. So we hope to see everybody out here. The plan is right now, the way we're rolling, we plan on to roll into Richmond around, I think, carry the 2, probably around 7 a.m. Eastern time, I think, is what we got, kind of what we're on schedule for right now. Now we've got to get to the expo, we've got to get set up because there's a deadline for us to be set up tomorrow. So we've got to get there and set up, then we're going to try to grab a nap in there somewhere. And then I think tomorrow night there's kind of like a little gala meet and greet thing for all the vendors that are going to be at the expo. So we'll attend that as well. And then Friday and Saturday, we look forward to seeing all you guys out there, all you guys that can make it, come out and check out the Logger Threads apparel, the Timber Tracker products. And, I'm always excited to see new logging and forestry equipment at any of these expos. I know we've got 3 or 4 or 5 more expos lined up for this summer and fall, so we'll be doing a lot of these this year. And as I stated before in the video, I actually bought a bigger trailer than what I'm pulling, enclosed trailer. And we'll start working on it when we get back. We're going to decal it out, have Logger Threads wrap and decals on it, along with Timber Tracker as well. But we might have to look at getting rid of the 4Runner, getting like a Toyota Sequoia or something a little bigger to pull it, because the old Toyota 4Runner here, it's getting along, but she ain't liking it any. We're making her keep. So, to short video today. Enjoy the video. I know we're making a video tomorrow as we get into Richmond. Like I said, I'm excited to go to West Virginia and Virginia to see it. I hear it's beautiful. I'm excited for that. Hopefully we'll see a lot of logging equipment other than the expo, of course. But yeah, so check out everything we're doing. Guys, we want to try to sell as much of this stuff as we can to lighten the load. So, and we've brought all of our stuff to ship because we've been getting orders as the day goes on. So we're actually going to fill orders while we're out here because we can print stamps from stamps.com. We can print our postage. So we'll actually mail orders while we're out here tomorrow, with those orders shipped out in the mail. So feel free to place those orders on that Logger Threads apparel, and hopefully we'll see you guys out here. If not, we'll be making timber videos again starting Monday. We're back at work. Guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out and following along. Can't thank you guys enough for everything. It truly means the world. I know you get tired of me thanking you guys like I do, but it does. It really means the world. Driving video. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, how'd they die? I thought they were making a YouTube video. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow along with all of our stuff. Check us out on all of our social outlets, Turner Logging LLC on Instagram, Facebook, loggerthreads.com, loggerthreads on Instagram and Facebook. More active on Instagram than anything. And of course, Timber Tracker, timbertracker.net, where you can find links to the free app to download, along with all the other things we got going on at the website. Guys, in traffic, thank you so much. We'll see you later.